Oh my god, this is so exciting. I've always wanted to do this, just to like film sort of what goes on at the studio and what I get up to every week. And I've always put it off and thought, no, I don't want to do it. I don't know if I'm ready to do it. And I wish I had started it when I first got the keys, because that's when I really wanted to do it. But I just didn't think anyone would watch it. But we're here now, and I had the thought yesterday where I thought, I might as well just do it. If people don't watch it, they don't watch it. But if they do, they do. So here we are, we've started. So welcome to my first weekly vlog. This might actually be like the worst week to start this, because it is my least favourite week of the month. So the last week before payday is my least favourite, because if people are living like payday to payday, then this is the week that they spend no money. So I have like a thing that I do in the last week of the month where I don't spend any money. So unless it's like a direct debit or a bill or something, I do not buy anything for the studio unless it's an emergency in the last week. That's a bit annoying this month because I'm redecorating the main studio and I've run out of paint. And we're just going into the week where I try not to spend anything. So it is Sunday morning. Nikki has just left. She's taught her 2 classes, pound and 90 step. And it's a beautiful day outside, but I'm not gonna go home yet because I have got something really exciting that I wanna do. As you can see, I'm redecorating the main studio. What's funny is I always wanted the studio to be black, the walls to be black. And when I first got the keys, I was telling people that, and everyone said, no, black will be too dark, don't do it black. So I did it grey and I hated it. So then I did a poll on Instagram saying that I hated it and I wanted to change it, and everyone voted for it to be black. So I should have just painted it black to begin with. But anyway, I've painted this wall and I have such a good idea. I've got a projector and I've got paint pens, and I'm gonna write ShanFitness on that wall. If you don't know what it looked like before, you can probably see like the hearts here. I always wanted it to say ShanFitness behind me, so that when we did videos and posted on social media, everyone knew who we were and what the video was from. So I always wanted to make sure ShanFitness was written in the video somewhere. And I originally was going to get a neon light, but then I didn't really like the way they looked, and because ShanFitness is so long, you had to do it all funny. It's obviously quite expensive. And I didn't know whether the light behind us would be too much on videos and stuff, because we make sure the room's really dark and we have disco lights. So I spray painted ShanFitness on the wall. I was just winging it. I walked into B&Q, saw some neon spray paint, just bought it, came here, spray painted it. I don't even know what I was thinking, but it looked all right and it got us through the first year. But now I'm gonna do it properly. I've got the pens, I've got a projector, I've made it on Canva, and I'm gonna trace it. I literally just plugged the projector in, and the plug socket's making like a crackling noise. I'm not really sure what to do. I'm not sure whether to try a different plug or just... I've had it plugged in this morning, out there, and it was fine. But now I've moved it into the studio. It was like, it made a really loud electric noise. I've put it in a different plug socket. I'm going to plug it in, but I am a bit scared. That didn't make a noise. Let me switch it on, because it made a noise when I plugged it in, and then it made a worse noise when I switched it on. Oh, can you hear that? Oh my god, can you hear that? Okay, the extension lead is gone. It's broken. That was so scary. I'm not scared of many things, but electric, I am scared of electric. And you see the projector's plugged in over here, and I need it to project onto this wall, so I'm not gonna be able to do it today now, because I've only got one, I'm sure I've only got one extension lead. Oh! I was literally just about to go home then, and then I just remembered that we've got someone new hiring our mini PT studio tomorrow. It's our first time booking. Our first booking tomorrow, so I need to sort this out because it is a mess. This is top tier meal deal, by the way, Tesco's meal deal. Chicken, Japanese sushi, mango, and innocent juice. But this has got blue spirulina in it. I don't know if that's how you say it. I've only ever seen it written. I've never heard anyone say it before, which is so good for you. I mean, there's not that much in there, but it is so good for you. Good morning. It's Monday, bank holiday Monday. I'm doing 13 hours today, which is great. Perfect way to spend a bank holiday Monday. I'm just in my car because Ash is hiring the mini studio. She's got a PT client in there, so I thought I would film out here so I didn't disturb them. So busy day planned. Had to get here for Ash, and then Nikki's got classes and I've got kids club while she does her classes. I was meant to have 5 kids in the first kids club, which is crazy, but 3 of them have actually just cancelled, so I don't feel like it's going to be as crazy as it was going to be. So that's as much as I don't want people to cancel classes, that was a nice little surprise this morning when I realised I only had 2 instead of 5. And then I'm going to do a bit of painting. I'm hoping to get a bit of sunshine today. I need to go to Lidl, get a new extension lead, do some painting. And then I've got my classes later. Busy day, busy. No salt bookings today. I didn't post online that we were open on Bank Holiday Monday, and no one's booked, so maybe I should have done that. Never mind. And I don't do PT on Mondays, so it is just classes and kids club. We had so many messages last night. When I got up this morning, messages on Instagram, Facebook, emails, all wanting to know our timetable, personal training. Like, I don't know what happened, but it just was crazy. I've replied to all those this morning. That has literally taken me the whole hour while Ash was in there just replying to messages. I always find I get more done when other people are here, like hiring, or when Nikki's doing a class. I get so much more admin done. I don't know why. I suppose I've got no distractions. I can't do anything else. I can't go in the studio or get a paintbrush out or anything. So I get so much more done. So all the messages for today are done. I shouldn't really get any emails today because it's bank holiday, so everything else is closed, so no one can annoy me and ask me for money. That's what I've done so far. Gonna turn the mini studio into kids club now. I used to set kids club up like all nice, but the kids just wreck it as soon as they go in there anyway, so now I just chuck it in. Look at my eyes today. I feel like I need some of those pads on. Oh, they're like burning. I kept waking up in the night thinking I'd slept through my alarm. The first time I woke up in a panic, I like sat up, I was like, oh my God. And then I looked at my phone, it was 1 o'clock in the morning. And then that happened at 3 and at 5. And then when my alarm did go off, I was like, oh my God. And I was like, jumped out of bed. I don't know why. I don't know what I thought was gonna happen. But now I look like this. Everything I tried to do yesterday just didn't work. Obviously, we were meant to have the festival and that got cancelled for a few different reasons, which I was so gutted. But I had to cancel it. And then obviously I was gonna do the wall, and then the extension lead like blew up. Like everything I was trying to do, it was like blocked and I couldn't do it. So I ended up just going home, and I laid in the garden for a few hours. You saw my lunch that I ate. And then my mum rang me and she was like, should we go out for a roast? I was like, yes. So we went to the Red Lion in Willingdon and I had belly pork. And it was belly pork with mash, but I can't remember what was in the mash, and it was with apple gravy. Like, it was gravy with big chunks of apple in it. Oh my God, it was so good. So I actually had a really nice chilled day yesterday, and then I've woken up like this, eyes burning. Ah. So I've decided to put pink around the top. So this is what it looks like that side. Obviously all that's gonna be black, the gravy, it's gonna be black. But I decided to carry on the pink around the top because I was worried it was just gonna be black and then just look unfinished. So I thought it'd like finish it off. Like, I've got pink paint anyway, so might as well try. It's taking so long because the paint is just so thick. I think it's just been sat there for a year. I'm not sure whether I like it now. I don't know if it makes the black bit too small, because I really wanted to paint another few bricks up, but I just can't. I've only got the chair, I haven't got any ladders or anything. I'm scared of ladders anyway. But I don't know if it makes the black bit too small. What's annoying, I thought I had more of these. I was gonna do this bit here with these, but I've literally only got 2 and a bit. We have had 16 cancellations today, just for today's classes. So that's over Nikki's 2 classes this morning, my classes this evening. 16 cancellations. That is crazy. I'm not annoyed at anyone. I've been here all day now and now I haven't got any classes tonight, so I'm gonna go buy an extension lead. That has never happened before. That is so many cancellations. Right, that's it projected onto the wall. So now I've got to try and trace it. I literally left the studio in a tip last night because I done this and then I just went home. So I've got to sort all this out now. Actually, like 3:30. I've spent the day today at my mum's work. I just popped in and I ended up staying there all day and helping out. So that always happens when I go there. There all day. I've got a headache now. So I'm gonna tidy up here and get ready for my classes tonight. So it was really annoying me. So these lights go all around the room and they clip up there. Can you see the clips? And then the wire hangs down. And what I never noticed before, wires are white and they look so bad up against the black wall. But what is so random is we've got them in the salt room and the mini studio. And I bought them separately. They're from the same company, but I bought them separately. I've got black wires. So I'm gonna swap the wires around. 2 things. 1, my period has literally just started an hour before class, which a few years ago, that would have freaked me out. And I would have been going crazy, like, oh my God, I can't believe I've got to teach classes. But now, perfect timing, because I'll be doing exercise, it will boost my mood, it will get rid of any pain, and I'll just be feeling better about myself by the time classes are finished. I'll go home, have a shower, have my dinner, put a period patch on, have the best night's sleep ever, and then tomorrow's a new day. So I think it's perfect timing when it starts right before class because you can get that exercise in quick. Second thing, not so perfect, the extension lead is only 5 meters and I needed 10 meters. I didn't even think to look, I just bought it. We can't have the aircon on. Tonight's arguably my hardest night to teach. And obviously my period's just started, so I'm gonna be sweating. I'm literally sweating now. That's what the shine is. I'm just sweating talking about it. I'm actually quite glad it started because I've been feeling really ugly the last 2 days. Like, I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, like, why do you look like that? And filming these videos, when I've been watching them back, I've been like, what the hell? And the difference in the way I looked in my first video on Sunday and how I look now, I feel like I look really different. And I was like, what's going on? So now that that's started, hopefully I'll look normal again tomorrow. I don't know what that is. Is it just the way you see yourself? Do you just see yourself as being uglier, or do you actually get uglier? I don't know what that's about, but also, because now I've just watched that video back, I try not to talk to myself or about myself negatively, and I have no negative feelings about looking ugly at the moment. I think that's something I used to do a lot. Like, I used to say negative things about myself or think negative thoughts, and now I don't think ugly, I suppose ugly is a negative word, but I'm not using it negatively. Like, I'm still filming these videos, I'm still doing everything exactly the same, but I just think I look uglier than I did last week. I never like hate myself or say anything horrible about myself. I just feel like the couple of days before your period, you just feel ugly. I've just done 2 new leg tracks for Pilates and a new arm track for rebounds. So it's busy tonight, I'm very excited. Let's go. This makes no sense to me, but now that I've plugged the black wire in, they will only flash red, whereas they used to be multicolored. I can't change the colour, I can't change the setting. I know the remotes are working because I can switch them on and off. Surely the wire, that doesn't make sense. The black wires used to be in the one in the mini studio and the salt room, and I could have them on any setting I wanted with the black wire. What the hell? I've literally got class in like 5 minutes and we're gonna have to just have red lights. Class is done for the day. I have just remembered that last week someone was in the salt room while I was teaching, doing my Thursday night classes, and they were in the salt room. So we've soundproofed the roof. So the salt room's like here, the other side of this wall. We have soundproofed the roof. This bit is the cupboard where all the trampolines go. So although this bit isn't soundproof, the trampolines are in there, so it does help quite a lot. Usually people go, oh, like sometimes people say they can hear it in the background slightly, the music from class, and some people don't hear it at all. So it's usually okay. I do try and warn people if they book in the evenings that we're gonna have classes on, you might be able to hear it slightly, but 9 times out of 10, people don't even hear it. But on Thursday, I was in here teaching, my mum was on reception helping me out. She said she had to go in there because they said the music was really loud. She said she went in there and it was so loud. And we have no idea why. I've spoken to other people that have been to the salt session while I've been doing the same class, and they said they could barely hear the music. So I'm gonna test it now, but because I had the door open, she thinks the sound's gone out and in, do you know what I mean? So I'm going to put the music on full now, that I'm here on my own, and I'm gonna go in the salt room and see if it could possibly be that. If it is, I'm glad, because then I can sort it. If it's not, I have no idea what's happened and why suddenly you can hear it really loudly, unless something's happened up here. But I'm not going up there, no way. Music's on, full. Woo. So I'm shutting that. Obviously out here you can hear it because it's just a normal fire door, so you can definitely hear it. I can really hear it in here. I don't know if you can. That's really loud. I'm gonna shut the door and come back in here and see if it's that. Door's shut. That's made no difference. Salt booking tomorrow night when there's a class on as well. That is so loud. Why could you suddenly be able to hear it after a year? Might have to ask my dad to go up on the ceiling, on the roof, and see if something's happened up there. But what could happen? It's on a flat surface. I've got a car full of soft play because I'm taking it to my mum's work. My mum's doing like a charity kids fun day tomorrow, so I said she could borrow all the soft play for the little ones. I feel rough today. This would have been month 13 without any period pain, but it's not. I feel really sick. I'm like really cold and shivery, and I'm really annoyed at myself because I could have prevented it and I didn't. I just fell asleep instead. So I've been wearing these period patches, these kind period patches. I've been wearing them for a year now, and they have honestly been life-changing. I used to really suffer with my periods, and since I started wearing those, I just don't. Like last month's period, I kept forgetting I was on my period because there was just no pain, no symptoms, nothing. It was amazing, obviously. Yet this month, I feel I'm not as bad as I used to feel. I did used to be really bad. I just feel a bit gross. I wear them the night before I think my period's gonna start. Yesterday my period started 2 days early and I didn't know it was gonna start. I didn't have any pain or anything, so that was a bit of a shock. I didn't wear one the night before last. I also wear it on the first night, and last night I fell asleep before I put one on. I was so tired, I just fell asleep. So I didn't have one on last night, so I hadn't realised I'd done that. So there was a chance that these were just psychological and they weren't actually helping, but in my head they were helping. And I thought, either way, I don't mind, because I'm still having pain-free periods. Whether it's in my head or not, I'm still having pain-free periods. So I just kept this routine of wearing it the night before. Sometimes that's 2 nights if it doesn't start when I think it's going to start. So wear it the night before, wear it the first night it starts, and the second day as well. And then usually I can go the rest of my period without anything. So that was the routine. I fell asleep last night. I woke up this morning feeling rubbish. Like, I kept falling asleep in between my alarms, like deep sleep, like dreams and everything, and then my alarm would go off and I'd be all disorientated, like I could not wake up. When I sort of like realised where I was and what was going on, I was like, oh my god, I've got period pain. And I had period pain at the front and all the way up my back, and I was like, what is going on? Why do I feel like this? I felt sick and horrible. I fell asleep again, woke up again. I got up and I opened my drawer with all my skincare in, and I saw my period patches in there. That's where I keep them. It's like, oh my god, I didn't put one on. So now I'm thinking it's definitely not psychological. Like, I actually didn't realise I hadn't put one on. Then to have period pain, I think they are actually as good as I thought they were, because I am suffering today. I've got one on now. You have them on for 8 hours for them to work their best. I've only had it on for about an hour and a half, and I'm still in pain. So I don't think it's not like paracetamol where like 15 minutes, like all the pain's blocked and whatever. Like, it is natural, so it takes its time to like get going. I don't often wear them in the day either, so I'm probably going to be a bit sleepy today. I usually sleep so well with one of these on, so I don't know how I'm going to function today. I don't know if it makes me tired or what, or whether I just sleep well because I'm not in pain. So I'm pretty annoyed at myself because, yeah, first period pain in over a year, and I could have easily stopped it if I just remembered to put a patch on. But there we go. I'm going to go to my mum's work now. I'm actually, because I'm feeling so sorry for myself, I'm actually going to stop at Lidl Bakery and get my breakfast from there, because why not? It'll make me feel better. Hello. My period pain's gone, so the patch was great, worked wonders. I need to sort the studio out because obviously I've left all the trampolines out, because I do it every week and I just leave them and then think, oh, I'll sort it later. Honestly, I'm the worst. So I've got to put all the trampolines away. I've got to do some admin, which is a bit boring. I've got to sort my PT out for tonight. Got PT tonight, and I've got a class. So I've got a class, PT session. Nikki's got 2 classes. And I've also got a salt booking at 6:30 while Nikki's doing a class. I've been emailing them and telling them about the sound situation. So they might be moving their booking. So I might not have a salt session tonight. But my dad's going to come and have a look at the ceiling to see if anything's happened up there. But I don't know what could have happened because it's flat. Do you reckon the people booked in for the salt session will get that out for me before they have their session? Look at that. Today I need to get all the unlimited passes ready for tomorrow because they go on sale tomorrow. I'm so excited. I also need to get my classes ready for tonight. I've got Jungle Body and Burn. I've also got someone hiring the mini studio tonight for a PT session, so I need to get that ready. I also need to do some boring admin, and I need to make some social media posts as well, because I have not been posting on social media much at all. I'm just not, like, I can't think of things. I'm not being very creative with it at the moment. There is one reel I want to film, so I'm going to probably do that today or maybe tomorrow. Pretty much my day. Not too exciting, but lots to do. My favourite class of the week is tonight, the Jungle Body Mix. I love all my classes, but there's something about that class where I just feel so good afterwards, and during as well, but I just feel so good. And I'm doing it again tomorrow because we're doing the naughty version. I need to get that ready as well, actually, because I might need to learn some extra routines for that. So yesterday, obviously I left it on the spider. So the people did do the salt session. I did warn them about the noise, but they still did it anyway. And they seemed fine, so that's good. I actually did get the spider, which we didn't plan. So my mum was covering reception because we had someone in the salt room. I was doing PT and Nikki was in here doing a class. So my mum helped out to cover reception to sort out like the paperwork for the salt session and stuff. People for the salt room were in their car outside, and we were like, what are we going to do with this spider? I don't mind spiders that much, but those particular ones I cannot cope with, and I don't know why. I think it looks like they're wearing boots because their feet are like that. There's something about how long their legs are that really freaks me out. Usually I just hoover them up, or I just sweep them away and just get on with my day, or sometimes I just ignore them if no customers are coming in. But those ones I can't cope with. So my mum was like, I'm just gonna have to hoover it up. She is petrified of spiders, by the way, so I was actually really impressed that she was gonna do this. The hoover out and stuff, and then all the customers for the salt room came in. So we were like, oh, just to let you know, this is what we're doing. They'd never been here before, and my mum was stood there with the hoover about to get this like tarantula. So we told them what we were doing, and then the girls was like, oh, let me have a look at it. And she'd already said that she doesn't like spiders, but she still wanted to have a look at it. She was like, wow, that is huge. And then she took the hoover off my mum and she got it. And sorry if anyone like doesn't want us to hoover them up or anything. Ideally, I would put it outside. One, I don't know how I would do that because I'm scared of them. And two, this isn't really a great environment for them anyway. They'd probably get run over by a lorry. Sorry about that. If I was anywhere else, if I was at home or my mum's work especially, they've got a beautiful garden, then we would put them outside. But here, they do go in the hoover. This is a very like wildlife kind of place, you know? Earlier on in the week when I was filming these videos, I said that I'm not really scared of much. And then as this video has gone on, everything I'm scared of has happened this week. So I feel like I manifested it. The universe was like, you're lying because you are scared of things. So we're gonna make you face all your fears this week. But there are three things, there may be more things that I can't think of right now, but three things that I'm scared of. Electric where I don't know what I'm doing, I'm scared I'm gonna get electrocuted, kind of electric. Ladders, I am petrified of ladders. And obviously I need a ladder to get up onto the roof to work out why the soundproofing is not working. And those particular spiders. So all three of those things have happened this week. Thursday class is done. I'm just locking up. I've got to quickly run to Morrison's because it is my mum's birthday next week. I've still got plenty of time, but it's her last day at work tomorrow before her birthday because she's having next week off. I'm going to Morrison's to get some ingredients for a cake. I'm going to try and sneak in her work tomorrow and make a cake with some of her students. We can try and surprise her. She's definitely going to see me. She's either going to see my car in the car park or she's going to find me. She'll know I'm there. So I need to go and get the ingredients now. So I'm going to Morrison's, very, very sweaty. But I love Thursday nights, so I'm buzzing. I feel like myself again. I feel so much better. I feel like I look like me again. And I am back. I mean, I have got a hoodie on, but underneath I am back in my normal size clothes rather than a size bigger. I always have to wear a size bigger when I'm on my period, especially when I'm like teaching and stuff, because I feel like I put on so much weight for that few days and then suddenly day 4 I go back to normal. So I'm back in my normal size clothes and I feel like myself again. So usually on a Friday we have Cloud9 Higher. They do soft play in here for under 3s, but they're on holiday this week, so they're not here. And I'm really taking it as an opportunity to get this done because I have got all day until my class at 6:30. So I'm gonna try and paint as much as I can today. I've got to pop to my mum's work and try and secretly make a cake, which I'm gonna do now. I'll stop at B&Q on the way to get the paint for here. The unlimited passes go on sale today. So I think I'm glad I've got a busy day because it will distract me a bit, because otherwise I'll be checking my phone all day. On sale at 9. They're actually already on sale, but I just haven't told anyone because I couldn't schedule it for a certain time. So I put them on sale like 11 o'clock last night, post it at 9. So I need to do that too. Yeah, I'm like excited, nervous to put them on sale just because it went so well last month and everyone's so excited about them. A bit, I don't get an email when people buy them. So when people book classes, I get an email. But when people buy passes, I don't get anything. The only reason that I know most of the time is that suddenly someone will book like 10 classes in a row and I'll be like, oh, they've definitely just bought a pass. And then I'll go on to like my card transaction website, like processing website, and it will say that they've bought a pass. So I have to go into it to see that they've bought a pass. I think I'll be able to tell by how many classes people are booking. Oh, God, I am a bit nervous. Trying to work it out last night because I put up September's timetable last week or earlier on this week. Usually when I put up a timetable, all my regulars book for the month. So I get loads of bookings that day. Some people buy a pass depending on the time of month. And I've literally had 3 bookings for September. And I was like, oh my God, what's going on? And then I thought, no, because everyone's waiting for the unlimited pass. So hopefully today we'll see how busy September's gonna probably be. Oh, I'm just really excited. That also marks the end of my no spend week. So I'm going to buy the paint, and I probably wouldn't have had time to paint before this point anyway, so it's worked out quite well. I know the passes haven't gone on sale, but I'm just trusting that we will sell some, so I'm allowing myself to buy paint. I also need to buy the bungee cords for the broken trampolines. Buy another extension lead because that one was too short, the one I bought. And I also really want to buy new yoga mats, but I'll see how the day goes before I start spending it all before I've even got it. How can the weather be so bad when I'm feeling so good? It is horrendous. So I just bought enough just to get me through today. 1, because I was on my own and I didn't get a trolley. And 2, because I just had to battle through rain and wind to get to my car. And I just knew that was going to be a lot. I've realised I've just forgotten something, but never mind. I'll get that another day. I've bought 1 tub of black paint. I've bought 2 rollers, just in case my mum pops down and then there's a roller there for her. And I got an extendable one because I'm going to do the floors. I'm not doing the floors till next week, so I didn't really need to buy that today. But I did buy it today because it is an attachment for the roller that I've just bought. So I wanted to make sure I got the right one and then didn't get confused when I got there next week. So I thought I might as well just get it now. I've got enough to get me going today. And then I'll maybe pop back here tomorrow, get some more stuff, depends how today goes. I wanted to get little samples of pink and green because I think I need to paint the writing. I'm trying to colour it in with paint pens and it's just taking forever. So I think I just need to paint it. But they didn't have the right colours in the samples. But I did get a paintbrush for that. I'm like half prepared for stuff and half not. I probably need another tub of pink, another tub of black, and then the floor paint, and that's all I need. Getting there. I now need to go to Morrison's. I've literally got 20 minutes before the class passes go on sale, and I'm hoping I can get in and out of Morrison's. When I went to Morrison's last night, I forgot stuff. So I need to pop in and out of there now in this horrendous weather. Hopefully I can do that in 20 minutes. It should be fine. It's only across the road, isn't it? I am going to drive there though, because I'm not walking in this weather. Did we know we were getting a hurricane today? Or is it a surprise? Because I feel like I missed it. I put on shorts and t-shirt this morning. Luckily, I looked out the window and saw it was raining, so I put a hoodie on. But I'm literally wearing shorts and Crocs. Hurricane. Oh. It's 10 minutes until they go on sale. That's not enough time for me to drive to my mum's work. So I don't know whether to just sit here for 10 minutes or just put them up 10 minutes early. I think I'm just going to put it up 10 minutes early. They're live. I've put it on our stories. I've put a link and I've done a video to say they are live. Someone had already bought one. Someone had found that I'd put them up early. Happy that someone found it. I wasn't going to tell anyone they were up, but I was wondering if anyone would find it. So I'm glad someone did. I think that's hilarious. It's getting so loud in here. It's raining so hard. The car park is literally flooding, so I should probably get out of here. I'm going to go to my mum's work and secretly make a cake. I'm still here. I haven't driven away yet because it's been a minute. Like 1 or 2 minutes and we've sold 3 already. Oh my God, I need to not look at my phone all day. I need to go and get on with my day, but 3 in 2 minutes. Ooh, we've still got all this side to go, but it's looking good. Got to get my class ready now. We're doing the Naughty Jungle Body class. I haven't looked at how many passes I've sold. Look tonight when I get home. I need to get ready for the Naughty Jungle Body class. So I need to practice some routines, maybe learn some new ones. And I'm gonna film a reel while I'm doing it. And then I've got the class. I've swapped the leads back over for the white ones and the lights are working perfect again. So the only thing I can think of is the black ones go with the shorter lights. So one set of lights is 5 meters and these ones are 10 meters. So it must be different leads. But what doesn't make sense to me is that you can add on extra ones. So surely if these are the leads for the 5 meters, but they don't work on the 10 meters, then how can you add 2 5 meters together? Because 5 and 5 is 10. That doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, the white leads are back. Oh my God, we've just done our naughty jungle body class. We had so much fun. I am dripping with sweat. We laughed the whole way through. We ran over by 10 minutes just because we were laughing so much. I had the best time, and I just feel like really grateful and really happy because this is what I always wanted our classes to be like. Just like really funny, and just everyone could relax and just have fun and laugh at themselves and feel comfortable enough to try different things. So I'm just really happy about like the people that come here, how they just like so trusting, and how they think this is like a safe space that they can try these different things, and we have fun while doing it, and we can all get along and just have the best time. I'm just so happy. So it was such a good class. I'm definitely going to do another one. My legs are burning. I am soaked. But I've got a couple of admin bits to do before I go home, and I cannot wait to get home and have a shower. Right, I've done my admin, so I do need to go now because it is Friday night and I want to have a shower and go to bed. But I was just stood there thinking how happy I am. I'm so happy. I just love this place so much, and I'm just so grateful all the time. And it sounds a bit dramatic. Even just after a class, I'm just so grateful that we got to do the class and everyone came and everyone had a good time and I had a good time. Just all the time I get this like amazing feeling when I go home at the end of the day, like that I'm just love my life and love being here. And it's so weird. I was just thinking that because my mental health's in such a good place and I have worked really hard on it, the smallest things make me so happy. Like, we literally just did a fitness class. Like, it's not that exciting, is it? But I'm buzzing. I'm like walking around the studio, this music's still on, I'm singing along, like I'm just so happy. And just the smallest things make me so happy because my headspace is just so good and my mental health so good. I just feel amazing all the time. Honestly, like you could have the worst day ever, and as long as you've worked on your mental health, you can just deal with it so much better. It's actually just life-changing. So I would recommend to anyone to spend some time. It's taken me a few years. It's not like spend 5 minutes sorting it out. Work on it, spend some time on it, and everything in your life gets better. I'm not saying it's like perfect every day. You have to continuously work. It's never like, okay, you're done with that now, it'll be fine for the rest of your life. You have to work all the time. And sometimes I feel like a bit stressed, or I feel like it's slipping a bit, and I just have to like really like check in with myself. And as long as you're self-aware and you are aware of what's going on and how you're feeling and how you're reacting to things, I think that's really helpful as well. But yeah, so work on your mental health, and then like stupid little things like a fitness class will literally make your life. I've just been to B&Q to get more paint because I'm going to finish the studio today. That is my goal, apart from the floors, because I haven't got the floor paint yet. I have to order that online. But everything else I'm going to finish today. Also, I've just got here and I might not have anyone for classes. Loads of people have cancelled this morning, so now I've only got one person. One for rebounds, none for Pilates. So I've just messaged them and told them and said, you okay with that? Random, but sometimes it just happens. It's so weird. Like 1 week I'll have like 10 or 12 people for rebounds, and the next week I'll have 2. Like Saturday mornings are so crazy. And I thought Saturday mornings would be easier because people haven't got to necessarily get to work or stuff like that, but no. Saturdays are weird. So today's one of those odd Saturdays where I don't have anyone. So I'll see what this one person says, but if she doesn't want to do it on her own, then I guess I've got more time painting. Also, my dad's about to come in. He's going to look at the soundproofing on the roof and see what's happened with that. I'm hoping something really random's happened with it, because if it hasn't, then I don't know what we're going to do, because there's literally no reason. So, yeah, that doesn't really make sense currently, but I will update you. I'm sort of in limbo at the moment, waiting to see if I'm going to do a class or not. If she replies and says no, I'm going to get the paints out straight away. Okay, my dad's been and he said that there is absolutely nothing wrong. There's no reason why it's now really loud. So we've been in there, we've put on the music. There's just no reason why. I don't quite know what I'm gonna do at the moment. I've got a salt session booked in tomorrow. She's a regular and she said she's gonna let me know if she thinks it's louder, which is obviously really helpful. I don't even know what to say. I actually just don't even understand. No classes and I've got some admin to do. I need to do some PT stuff and then I am gonna paint for the rest of the day. An update on the passes. I sold 10 passes yesterday. I am so unbelievably grateful to every single person that bought a pass. The fact that they've spent their money on here and they have chosen our classes over every other fitness centre, gyms around Eastbourne. I am so grateful. At the same time, I feel a bit rubbish because I was expecting a lot more than 10. But 10 is still amazing. I'm feeling really like a bit up and down because 10 is insane. It's so good. And I'm so grateful for those 10 people. And all of them are regulars. I love them all. They love the classes. I'm just so happy. But I was a bit disappointed when I looked on there this morning and I saw it was only 10. So I always feel guilty for feeling rubbish because I am still grateful. But yeah, it's lower than I thought it would be. So last month we sold 20 altogether and I capped it at 20 because I didn't want it to be too busy and because they were so cheap. I was a bit worried that I was going to lose money. Capped it at 20. This time I'm capping it higher. 10 just seems a bit low compared to 20 last month. And the fact that I thought I needed to cap it higher. We've still got a few days left. They're not off sale yet. We've got till, I can't remember what the date is. We've got till Monday or Tuesday. So it's not like, that's it, I've only sold 10. But yeah, I'll just keep posting it, keep pushing through. Thank you so much for watching this week. I'm not sure if I'm going to do them every week, but I'm definitely going to do one next week because I have unintentionally left this one on a cliffhanger because you need to watch next week's to see how many passes I've sold and you need to watch next week's to see me finish the studio and see what the studio looks like. Every week is so different here. And this week I have spent more time at my mum's work, so I haven't been here as much. And also this week there's been certain things that I haven't filmed and I haven't shared with you because I don't know sort of like what you want to see, what I'm comfortable enough to share with you. So there's a few things that I haven't. So maybe as the weeks go on, I'll learn a bit more about what you want to see, what I'm comfortable enough to share. Next week is completely different for me. We're closed on Wednesday. And I'm having another day out on Friday. So I've got 2 days away from the studio next week and my mum's birthday too. So I'll see you then.